Hey guys, it's MJ, the student actuary, and I'm making a very quick video on Bitcoin arbitrage. But just very important, I can't stress this enough, big disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Please do not do what I'm going to show you and lose all your money. So yeah, these are just some of the safety rules, not financial advice, don't try this at home. There are some other risks, you might lose all your money. This is just an educational video, so don't be dumb. Did I spell dumb right? Oh my gosh. Don't be dumb. And don't sue me. Okay, now that we've got all that underway, and by watching this video, you agree that this is purely educational, I'm going to show you guys something very cool. Okay, so when you come to currencies and exchanging, you'll see, let me show you some Google. Google shows you based on exchange rates. But what Google doesn't take into consideration is that different exchanges have different fees and different bid and spread prices and all that type of stuff. So if you want to get the true price, like what I'm actually going to be paying to get a certain amount, you want to go to an exchange. So what I've done is, let's say I want to buy Bitcoin. So I've got Bitcoin X. This is live streaming. Well, this is for near the end of March. What's today? Wednesday, end of March. As you can see, I know my times very well. You can see the Bitcoin is kind of trading at 7,300 Rand per Bitcoin. That's kind of what the price is going for. So if you want to buy a Bitcoin in South Africa, you have to spend 7,300 Rand. Now, I want to show you something really cool. If you want to buy US dollars, it's going to cost you 15 Rand and 43 cents to get you $1 US. Remember, on Google, it might show $1 equals 15, but I want to rather use exchange rates that incorporate the fee. And the fee is very important because that normally eradicates any arbitrage opportunities. I'm just going to use the word arbitrage in a very light way. Arbitrage does mean zero risk. However, what I'm about to show you does involve some risk. I'm not going to be talking about it, so don't try this at home. This is just to show you guys something very cool. So $15.4372, and that other thing over there, and then where's this over here? Here's a site where you can buy Bitcoin for $412, and this one you can trade it at $414. Already you're seeing these price discrepancies. Now watch the cool part, okay? So I've taken that information, the dollar to Rand, what I can spend at an exchange. I can spend 1 Rand for $15.43 for $1. I can spend 7,290 Rand for 1 Bitcoin. And I can trade $414 for 1 Bitcoin. Okay, now watch this. Let's say I invest 100 Rand and I want to take advantage of an arbitrage opportunity. So I take 100 Rand and I convert it to dollars. So I'm taking this amount and I am dividing it by the exchange rate. So with 100 Rand, I can buy $6.48 pennies, or what do Americans use, cents, whatever. So 100 Rand gives me $6.48 based on that exchange rate. Remember, we saw it over there. I can go through them. I then go dollars to Bitcoin. So I then take my dollars and I purchase Bitcoin. Using this formula here, I'm taking the Bitcoin exchange rate and I'm dividing it about that amount. And remember, I can do that at websites like here. So there's 414. I mean, this one's even a little bit cheaper. So I can get that many Bitcoin. But now what I do, and this is where the fun part comes, is I exchange that amount of Bitcoin back to Rands using this website over here. So I use this exchange over here to trade the Bitcoin back in, and I get Rands. And that Bitcoin, that amount of Bitcoin equals, based on that price, 114 Rand. So you're putting in 100 Rand, you're getting back 114, so you're making profit. Let's make this nice and big. Let's make that a nice big number. You're getting 14 Rand and 6 cents for trading Rands to dollars, dollars to Bitcoin, and then Bitcoin to Rands. So by completing 3 transactions, you're making 14 Rand or 14%. Now this gets fun when you put in, how many zeros is that? 1 million Rand. If you say, okay, please don't do this at home. Please don't spend 1 million because, like I said, there are risks. Bitcoin value could crash the moment you're doing this. There could be transaction costs. A hacker could steal, so just don't try this at home. But theoretically, from an educational point of view, if you had 1 million Rand and you put that into dollars, you could buy $64,000. You could then turn that into Bitcoin and get 156 Bitcoin. And then you could translate that back into Rands, and you would have made 140,000 Rand, which, let's convert that into dollars at just the normal exchange rate. 9,000, and let's change it to the dollar sign, make it all nice and neat. So by doing that, you could make $9,000, 101 Rand and 93. Oh my gosh, I'm talking rubbish. 9,000. Let's just say $9,000. There's still a lot of money that you can make straight away, and by going click, click, click. So you come, if you want to do it, if you want to be risky, I don't recommend you do it because there are risks. Convert your money into dollars, take your dollars, buy Bitcoin, and then take your Bitcoin to what these guys over here, BitX here, and sell your Bitcoin here. So buy dollars from one person, buy Bitcoin from another person, and then buy Rands from a third person, and you would have done an arbitrage opportunity. Okay, like I said, where's that disclaimer? Because I can see some of you guys are going to want to go out and try this. Let me just highlight that part. Don't be dumb. And the reason why I'm saying don't be dumb is I've never traded on the exchange before. I haven't done this myself. I don't know what are the FICA requirements, the registrations you have to do. Maybe there's even additional broker fees. Maybe your government limits the amount of money you can do. I don't know. There's all this other type of stuff. There could be other frictional costs. So like I said, this is an educational video. But what I want to highlight to you is that Bitcoin is disrupting the financial industry, and arbitrage is something that should not exist in efficient markets. That's what we learned. That's what the theory says. Arbitrage should not happen. It's like a myth. Or if it does exist, it should just end straight away. The fact that there's a 14% arbitrage is crazy. And this is just dollars to Rands. How many other currencies are there? I mean, you could try dollar to your local currency. It might even be a bigger arbitrage opportunity. So look, you can go risky, you can go do this, but and let me know in the comment section if you do it and if you are successful. But like I said, I want to take no responsibility. Don't sue me if you lose all your money. Big disclaimer. But this has been Bitcoin Arbitrage with MJ, the student actuary. And this is showing you how knowing just simple mathematics and being aware to recent technologies, you could potentially make a lot of money because you could effectively do this trade in one day. Although, please do remember is that the market for Bitcoin in markets like say South Africa and stuff are small. And as soon as you start doing this on a large scale, you might disrupt the supply and demand forces. So if you are going to do it, I would recommend doing it for say just 10 Rand, okay? Just do it for a very small amount, see if it works, and slowly increase. Don't be greedy. You could stuff up the entire market, or I don't know, something bad could happen if you go, like say, just go crazy. Okay, don't take your life savings and do that. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. This has just been a little fun video. I saw this, been chatting to some guys. I was like, no way, does this really exist? How did you share it with you guys? But like I said, this is educational, not financial advice. Don't try this at home. Thanks for watching. Cheers.